The following Wicked Turtle Network presentation has strong language and strong content. Viewer discretion is advised.
The penguins in the house. The penguins in the house. The Duke is in the house. Yeah, the Duke is in the house. Wicked Turtle represent that Wicked Turtle Network with the new episode. 3, 2, 1, here we go! What up, peeps? 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 What up?
What up, peeps? It's your boy, the Penguin. And on the mic tonight, I got my buddy, the Duke.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? The Duke is in the
Welcome.
house.
The Duke is
The
in
Duke
the
is
house.
in the house.
The Duke is in the house.
Wicked Turtle represent with a new episode. God, I love that, man.
I do.
You gotta love this. Shout out to Maestro, man. Shout out Maestro.
He nailed it. Like, he really did. I'd like to do some future projects with him in the future.
Yeah,
I'd like to.
for
There's
sure.
some a lot of things that, like, I'd like for Penguin Eats, like, to do a remix of that and get that.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the same.
Get him on that spotlight. Make him,
Yeah.
a nice crisp jingle for the spotlight stuff we do. That'd be wow, chef's kiss.
I already have a nice jingle for that, so we're good.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Some of the older shows, like Penguin Eats, definitely. I mean, I'd like to look into something else, and
yeah,
but yeah, all right, we back on the air.
We're back.
We're back. We're back.
You're back from your international flight. Yeah, we just released a nice video.
Two international flights.
Some Kit Kats.
I love.
I was listening. It's cool to see you interact with the little tyke, the little penguin, man. That was cool. Cool stuff.
Yeah, he really nailed that. Don't you think? I think
he did, really, didn't it? Ding, ding, ding.
Like, his earlier works was really, really good. Like, I remember when we first started doing stuff like that, like, he was so good at that stuff. Like, he's just, I don't know. He has a knack for that stuff, man.
Yeah, you let him know the Duke says he's a natural.
Like, he's just got a knack for it, and I'm very proud of him. Like, and he gets a little camera shy, you can tell. Like, he gets a little bit camera shy.
Yeah.
And you have to say to him, like, hey, listen, come on, stay in frame, do this.
Right.
Speak up a little bit, What do you think of those new mics we have? I thought they did.
Oh, that's freaking sweet. Yeah.
I'm learning how to use them piece by piece. Like, I'm trying to learn them each piece by piece. So, yeah, I mean, it's the international ones, and it seems like our fans, you guys, the views and listeners, are actually like they're paying attention to that.
Yeah.
I think
shout out to the new subscribers too. By the way, we got quite a few new subscribers.
My thing is, for the international flights, I seriously did take an airplane.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
And don't call me Shirley. I love that, brother.
That is my favorite thing in the international snacks for Penguin Eats, because I'll open that line every time because I love Airplane. That's one of my favorite movies.
That's like, I got the upcoming dive I want to talk to before we go off air. I want to incorporate something in there.
Yeah.
Remember the old Grindhouse? How the Grindhouse movies start out? Now your feature presentation. I just kind of want to put that in before my movie madness.
The Duke knows what the next international snacks are. Probably the next 3 videos, he knows what those are, and they're going to be fire. Those are going to be fire. I'm telling you. I actually had to cut one.
I wish I could be a fly on the wall in that Tesla because I want to try a couple of them.
We could do some of that stuff sometime. Trust me, I have a new person that I'm going through now. He's out in California, and he's been doing. He flies in those international snacks, so we'll try.
I want to try my local Asian market too. You got me to. I want to try my local Asian market.
Yeah, just go to the snacks. Don't go anywhere else but the snack aisles because you'll get lost in the air. Trust me. You'll get lost.
Oh,
You'll
well,
get
I
lost
did when
in
I
the
went.
supermarket.
No, well, the Asian market around here hasn't been around quite some time, but back when I was going up to Hazelton quite a time, Joe and we went up there and we got lost in a bodega because I'd never been in one of them. It's like a completely different world in Hazelton. And it was like, what is this food? Like, I don't even know what I should get. The drinks were different. Everything was a completely
Oh
different
man.
world.
Oh, I used to go up to New York. When I used to go up to New York a lot with
Wasn't it? It
some of my
wasn't the
friends.
7-Eleven we were used to. I'm a
Uh,
scrub.
when I went up to New York, they have the bodega value meal, which is like a honey bun.
Oh, there you
Uh,
go.
it's like a honey bun, a thing of chips, and what was it? Like a drink, like one of the small drink, like cans of drink, and
These ones. This was like just
it's
like
like
I don't, I
$3
don't know what it
for the
was
whole
up in
meal.
here because it wasn't. They didn't even have that kind of stuff. It was just like I think it was straight like Puerto Rican, like you know what I
Was it
mean.
Spanish food? All Spanish food?
Could have been too. I'm not
I
sure.
love Spanish food. That's one of my favorite foods to eat. Like I love empanadas. I like pastelillos. I like
Yeah, I love
yeah, I
batalillos.
can't say the pork. I don't know how to say the pork, but they do the slow roasted pork with a crunchy
Tamale?
skin. So no, it's not a tamale.
Oh,
Tamales
okay.
in tamales in corn husk, but
Oh, okay,
it's
yeah. Oh, I
good.
think I
Like,
know what you mean. Yeah.
rice gandoles.
Chicharrones, chicharrones,
What's this rice
chicharrones,
and beans? Rice and beans. Those are good.
polo, chicken.
Pollo.
We're way off track.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Yeah,
We're big dudes who like to talk about foods. 4
that's
Fs.
true.
But let's
This is true.
before we get way off track, we will talk about RAZE. Let's talk about RAZE.
Yes,
Wicked
let's do
Turtle
it.
has joined the hashtag RAZE Rebellion with RAZE Energy Drinks. RAZE Energy Drinks gives you fresh, which stands for focus, recovery, energy, stamina, and hydration, with giving you no crash. RAZE has 0 sugars with electrolytes, BCAA aminos, so hashtag RAZE up. Go
Raise
to your
up.
local GNC and vitamin shop and pick up a can, or go to repsports.com and order in bulk and type in order code Wicked Turtle for 15% off your order, and that code will be in the description of the cast. Yeah,
Raise up.
he's representing with his RAZE. If you guys see over my shoulder, I have RAZE all over the place in my
This
in
is a
my
nice
spot.
bag.
RAZE should love us.
This is a nice
Even
bag.
even when I go like this, hold
You're
on,
damn
even if
right,
I
yeah.
go like this, there's RAZE behind my other head too. So we're
There you
good.
go. No matter
But,
where you move.
if you guys are fans of the show, we know we like to highlight different drink here and there. And what's funny, we're talking about RAZE tonight. I just ordered the variety pack again, so that's coming in the mail. And I like to highlight tonight the guava mango,
Ooh, that
which is
looks
in my variety
tasty.
pack, which is good. I don't know if you ever had this yet, there, Duke.
Mm-mm.
You haven't had the guava.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think that was in the pack that I'm thinking that was in the pack that I got from Sam's.
No,
I've
no.
not had a bad flavor, put it that way.
Sam's Club is Blue Shock, the rainbow,
Rainbow sherbet, yep.
and lime,
Baja lime. Yeah.
that slowly grew on me. The
I
Baja
like that
lime.
one.
Actually, all three
Excuse me, I like
flavors are
that one.
bangers. All 3 flavors are bangers. But the
Yeah.
guava mango is pretty good. I like it. It's a good subtle flavor, and it's a good fruity flavor. I
If we
highly
get
recommend this.
together here soon, you really got to save me one of them grape bubble gums. I really got to try that.
They have them. They're all loaded right now. They have almost every flavor right now, including.
Would
a
you
lot
have
of
GNCs down your way?
We do have GNCs, yes.
But they don't have RAZE? Do they?
Nope. He said they stopped
Oh.
sending them for some reason. That's the same thing what my Sam's Club said. My Sam's Club did the same thing. They stopped sending them to Sam's Club, but they're advertising still in Sam's Club. But
I tell you what did make sense about my Sam's Club is because I went up, got a case, went back, asked them where they went, and they're like, "Well, we're not going to be getting any more because they didn't sell." And I'm like, "Well, where's the rest of the ones you didn't sell?" "Well, we don't have any."
Yeah,
I was like, "Well, they sold instantly, but they supposedly didn't say they didn't sell."
I mean, I'm still on their group pages, man. They get bought out really quick. Like and it's a good deal. It's a 24 pack for like $25. It's cheaper than the website. So
yeah.
It's, I don't know. Hopefully they have them. I'd like to see more of the RAZE packs out. It seems like they are ramping up their productions more than what they were last year.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I mean,
Yeah, we were supposed to see them in 7-Elevens, were we not?
I don't know. I haven't stopped at what do they call them? Speedway yet? I haven't stopped the Speedway because they're supposed
I
to be in
don't have one of them up
Speedways
my way.
and
Yeah.
7-Elevens in Philly, I think. I'd have to
Yeah.
check. I'd have to go for a little drive and see if I can find one. I got a couple Speedways
I have a couple
around here.
7-Eleven locations up here because a lot of the small mom and pop shops, like gas stations, turned into 7-Eleven. So we
Yeah.
have quite a few 7-Eleven.
Well, so did Sunoco's. Sunoco's owned by
Yeah.
7-Eleven too. So
Yep. All the
they,
see, that's what I'm saying. All the Sunoco's.
the only reason they're still
But they still
Sunoco's
sell
is because I
Cumberland
keep
Farm.
the Sunoco
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
And they still sell Cumberland Farm stuff,
So I just
which is pretty good. This is pretty decent. I like Cumberland Farm snacks. Right?
We are filming this on a Sunday, so if you guys are listening on a Wednesday, I just got back from a nice 2.5 day trip with the Boy Scouts.
There you go.
I had the Tesla out a little bit in the woods. There's me on the Tesla. If you guys, guys, if you guys are
Looking
listening,
sleek.
if you guys are listening, you guys need to subscribe and do watch it too. But we do respect our listeners too, because this is where this show got started. So, but here's a better shot of that. See, you can see in the background, and I'll explain this to our listeners. There's tents.
Look like Camp Leapfrog going on in the background.
It was really nice little cabin. And here's my son Paul. There's a little penguin.
There you go.
He was we went to Burdor Cabin out here in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, and it was a nice little hike, about 6 miles, 3 miles in, 3 miles back.
Ooh.
There you go. He was loving his daddy right here.
Tuckered out.
I was tuckered out. I was really tired. My feet are still sore. My legs are sore, and he was just worried about me. He's like, "Let's take a selfie." We did.
Right.
Here we are. We did foil packs.
There you go.
Again, I'll mention the little penguin's here smiling and with his foil packs. In his foil pack, he had bacon, he had potatoes, he
in
had
your creeper
corn.
shirt.
He loves Minecraft. Green beans. Did I say bacon? Yes, did say bacon. Seasonings. We did these on the grill or on the fire. Here's mine. Mine was I did a stir fry. Same ingredients. Mine had green beans, corn, cabbage, hamburger. And if you guys are you guys don't know if you're listening, you can't see it, but if you're watching, you can see like there's some purple stuff on there. And what that is a grape jelly sesame sauce that I made. Yes. It all came out, and then once it was finished, I made like a peanut butter and hot sesame oil sauce, like a spicy one, and threw it on top.
I'm telling you guys, you need to get Paul back on Penguin Cooks.
Yeah, I thought about doing that. I'm
because I'm interested in how you did that.
I'm interested in doing more foil packs. I'd like to do more foil. I think the foil pack thing was fun. Like that was pretty good.
And that's well online. There's a lot of people looking up for that kind of stuff.
I hammered that. That was really delicious. Like I hammered the crap out of that. I didn't stop eating it until it was gone.
So if we do the camp wrestling stuff, we gotta bring the mountain pie makers.
Mountain pie makers. Oh yeah, they're the best.
They are, man.
I love mountain pie.
There's not a bad mountain pie. You can do a ham and cheese. You can do a pizza one. You can do a fruit one. Fruit pies, s'mores.
Yeah, I mean, what was the one I usually do? I was thinking about Nutella marshmallow.
Yeah, Nutella and Fluffernutter would be dope.
I'm like the king of s'mores. I'm the king of s'mores. Yeah. Like I do like I'll take 2 graham crackers and I'll take a piece of chocolate, and then I'll take like instead of just using a regular marshmallow, I'll do like a peep.
Right.
Put peep in.
Yeah.
Or
that sounds good.
I don't know how far the Malo cup comes up. Does you know what the Malo cup is?
Oh, I get the Malo cup. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
what I'd love to do is go up to the factory up there now too. Now I drove by it like countless times up there, the Malo cup factory, and buy now.
When I was a kid, I saved up the points that was in the Malo cups. You could save up points.
Really?
When you open the Mallow Cups up, there's like points in there. You
Right.
could save them, and they would send you a check for like it was only like $1. But being a little kid, you're like, oh my gosh, I got paid. Like I had a job.
That's showing your age, brother. There.
Yeah.
I mean, because I can remember doing that for the Tootsie Pops. We had the gas station down the road back in the day. I took it into the gas station and gave me a lollipop because I found an Indian shooting a star.
I mean, we're doing.
And we just tuned out about 95% of the young listeners going, what the heck are these guys talking about?
Yep.
Candy wrappers, you turn them in and you got a surprise. Yeah.
What's a candy wrapper? I don't know what that is. A wooden nickel.
Sometimes you got a buffalo nickel. Never accept a wooden nickel. I always accepted the wooden nickels. I love wooden nickels, man. What the fuck?
That's awesome.
They get a free sucker.
I was trying to like bring up some stuff here, but yeah, the network is doing pretty good. I think we're doing
popping off.
I think the listeners, you guys are doing a good job of tuning in, and I appreciate that. The Duke appreciates that.
Yes,
we've
sir.
been doing really good. And
yeah,
I there's a lot of ones that I like to point out. Like this one here, I thought was a really good one, and it's. I'm trying to look at the number for it right now. Yeah. See, that's the thing. We post stuff, and I don't even know if I should do premieres anymore because it seems like when I post stuff, they don't watch them at the premiere, but it gains traction as it goes. Like this one right here, guys. I'm going to put this up right now. This one here is gaining a little bit of traction right now, which is good.
Yeah.
And that was a good episode of Monday Madness. And even that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, let me throw that back.
The Mega Powers.
This was a good thumbnail. I like the thumbnail of this one. It turned out really well.
Them colors pop.
And the Duke is pushing out some pretty decent Monday Madness content and dive stuff. The episode of the dive was really, really good. I thought the dive came out really well. I
appreciate that, man.
I like the format. I like the flow of it. And it was just we're doing well. Like I feel like we're doing good. I remember I said to the Duke I was a little bit negative because we need our subscriber count out, which again we'll throw our little real thing in here. If you haven't subscribed, you need to what?
Subscribe. And ring that bell.
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
I'll put my own in. This
yeah.
time,
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to ring that bell.
Ring-a-ling ding, ding-a-ling ding,
ding,
ding, ding,
that I'm seeing when I did the analytics this morning is that you guys are watching, which is great, but we
crunching the numbers, singing, and
you have to put the subscribe in. You have to subscribe because this is how when we go live with our stuff. This is how we know that this is you have to, and it helps us out because it doesn't take any pressure than the pressure of taking your finger and clicking it. That's all you have to do. Just hit the subscribe.
Yeah.
So that's all you gotta do. And we have a lot more stuff. This isn't just Penguin Eats and the Duke's Monday Madness and stuff. We got more stuff coming in the works. It's just that time is of essence. We need time.
I got my room situated the way I wanted to. Of course, I lost a piece. That's why you're looking at different visuals for me tonight. But I'll get it situated here.
Yeah, that's why.
The next
it's all blurry. If the Duke is blurry, please. He's having a little technical difficulties, but he wanted to get this episode out. So if you're listening, then you guys are golden because he sounds great in my headset. So
yeah. So there you go.
So here we go. We have a balance of two different platforms here. So we have the audio guys and gals who are like, oh man, they sound fantastic. But then we got the video guys who are like, man, the Penguins camera looks good, but the Duke, what's going on there? And we have a little technical difficulties with the Duke.
Right.
We promise that the next show, he'll be fantastic and we'll be all right. So
I'm wearing a shirt of a guy that does not exist anymore.
So is there anything new? Is there anything new up there in your neck of the woods? Still got some snow on the ground, or is it melting?
Yeah. There's a little bit of snow.
Yeah.
Seems like there's some fireness going on with wrestling. 2 different wrestling promotions are going to be coming up here. In the meantime, here we got 5 Star and Rope to Rope.
Williamsport's the new hotspot, bro. That's what I think.
Yeah. I'd like to go to the Rope to Rope ones. I don't know. It feels like I wouldn't be safe there. Pissing people off with a social media post that was taken the wrong way. was jaded, and
Yeah.
I read it as I didn't even I won't gonna admit to you that I didn't even read the post. Was looking at it as a jaded person, like on the outside. Oh, these people, you know, are calling me their family, but here I am on the outside again, and here it was about fallen wrestlers, and I had no clue. I never even read the post, but I put a half laughing reaction, and that's on me. I'm the I mean I shouldn't have done that, but either way,
it's it is what it is. We I look at everything as a learning teaching moment, and
yeah,
like the other day I posted something on YouTube, and it didn't do well, and I was very discouraged, and I was shrugging my shoulders, and I was
right,
feeling down on my dumps. And then I went back and I looked at how long the one our most popular one is the one where I did a review of chips, international snacks on potato chips,
right,
and the Duke actually made this, and I was like, well, maybe I should post a little bit longer. And actually, after that, the longer reels or shorts did a lot more traction. So I thought it was really good. It was only 8 seconds. It was the caught you one, caught you,
oh
and
yeah, I
I
like
love
that.
that.
I
I
like
thought it
it.
was great, and it took me a while just to shrink you down into that
Oh
computer.
shit,
But then it didn't get a lot of traction, and I'm like, ugh. So it was a down the dump type move, But
right.
it
It's
was a
all right.
learning curve. The moral of the story is
This
we can
is
always learn from our mistakes.
this is a new
So,
one tonight. It's an on-camera review of black cherry sprecher. I
oh
didn't
yeah, you're
want
doing the
to put it
Sprecher
into an.
stuff.
I'm going through all of them. So all I got left tonight now is the cream soda and the orange dream or cream or
So
whatever.
is that a thing for up in your area? Because I've never heard
Sprech,
of Sprecher.
really? Well,
No.
it's a line of hard alcohol. It's a line of hard sodas.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
these here, and I've always said this myself, is the line of hard sodas. See if you can see that. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, there it comes in. Yeah, all right.
black cherry, and here's their
Okay.
website. Yeah, if you watch the
Okay.
Monday Madness, I've done the cherry cola and I've done the root beer. They're really good. But yeah, these are the non-alcoholic versions of their hard soda. I've always said, hey, if you're not an alcoholic person, you don't drink alcohol. It'd be nice if they released the soda without the alcohol, and
Yeah.
because it's a
Yeah.
really excellent, and it's fire brewed
By the
craft
way,
soda,
kids, if you're listening to us, please don't drink. Wait till
yeah,
you're
buy these
21.
ones.
Wait till
Buy
you're
these ones.
21. If you're a kid, wait till you're 21, please.
Yeah,
Don't drink young.
these are not
Don't young
alcoholic,
drink.
by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, those are good. That sounds good. Do they have any type of color to them, or are they like what do they
Oh,
call them?
they're colored, yeah, but
Like
see,
a
they got this.
seltzer, like a seltzer.
They got a No, they're not a seltzer. They're
Thank
fire
God.
brewed soda.
Thank
These are
God.
made with honey antioxidants. Yeah, you're not gonna see it,
Ah,
but and you can really
that's
taste that in there.
that's almost if they're
Yeah,
made with honey, it sounds like almost like a mead. I got a mead one time, and it's mead is
these
made
are
with
not
honey.
alcoholic.
It's the honey thing. What'd you say?
They have an alcoholic line of sodas. These are not alcoholic.
Oh, okay.
These are
Okay.
not alcoholic.
Okay, cool.
This is the line of soda, like I said. Um,
Do they have
I
diet?
said it would be nice if they did. I don't know if they have diet. I don't think so, unfortunately. But
That'd be
I
great.
always said it'd be nice if they made a non-alcoholic version of their hard soda, and that's what that is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
So they
that's
got this
good.
black cherry, they got cherry cola, root beer, cream, and orange. It's really good,
Because I've never heard when I
and
saw
they're
that
only a
on
dollar
the
fifty.
when I saw that in the last episode, I'm like, what? What is Spreckers? I've never heard that. I was interested.
Yeah,
So,
German. Yeah.
all right. So we had some homework to do. In
Yeah.
our homework, we watched the Weird Al movie.
We did.
Um, we haven't watched that yet, so I'm just gonna head it over to the Duke. I know he's a big into the Weird Al fan,
Yes,
and
I am.
let's go from there. Hit me off there, Duke. Tell me all about
Yes,
this
sir.
movie.
So, Duke's a longtime fan. I mean, I could go back into the '90s. I remember every album coming out. Like Poodle Hat, Running with Scissors. It was like a big thing in our house. We'd always go and get the newest Weird Al song, the newest Weird Al album. We always knew when the new singles were coming out and stuff like that. So, and of course, I was always a big fan of UHF. Sorry if you see the visual. If the audio listeners can't see, I'm holding up my copy of UHF, one of my favorite movies. So, when I found out this piece was coming out, I couldn't wait to get into it because I've seen Weird Al finally, which was really honestly a good accompaniment to the movie because the movie deals with more or less his big hits and the like what was it, the incredibly ill-advised Vanity tour. He was playing nothing but like B-level hits and under. So, but I mean, I still knew every single one of the songs he was singing, especially at the end. He did the biggest ball twine in Minnesota. So, anyways, um, it was the premise of this movie is basically, Weird Al Yankovic is a parody artist. So the premise of this movie would be if Weird Al Yankovic had a documentary on him, obviously that piece would itself probably be a parody. So when you're doing this whole parody thing, like your parody songs then become real songs in this parody documentary. So you're looking back at him making hits like a surgeon or not to give anything away at the end, but Almost Paradise, I Love Rocky Road, um My Bologna. So you're going back and you're My Bologna. I fucking love it, man.
Yeah.
And they've redid all these songs here in 2022. So they have a brand new album of remastered hits and some new stuff as well, like the song Weird. But yeah, it was really cool to go back and see him remake these moments in his life. Excuse me, and you've seen Rainn Wilson from The Office. Not yeah, The Office, right? Yeah, Dwight.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get him mixed up with Ron Swanson, but Bears and Battlestars Galactica and Beats and all that noise. But yeah. It was cool to see him play Dr. Demento, and in that scene where they were at the like Dr. Demento's pool party, you've seen like Salvador Dali,
Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman. Oh my God, what's his name? The guy, why am I blanking on his name? But the guy that draws
Wolfman.
this, Wolfman Jack, that played by Jack Black, that was incredible. Yeah, Andy Warhol, I meant to say, Andy Warhol, like
Andy Warhol is one of my favorite artists. I love
all
Andy
these
Warhol.
famous like artists of the world would get together, and oh, it's cool because they were like they were saying it was the bassist from Queen asked Weird Al Yankovic, which is played by none other than Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, which was perfect casting, um, to play Live Aid on stage with them, and he said something like, "Nah, I'm good." Oh, hard pass, hard pass. So yeah, this was a really good one for me. The way he was going with Dr. Demento, it kind of reminds me of like a local guy on the radio station. You might know him. He's been going around for like 30 years for local Pennsylvania stuff. Mark the Shark. Not like he's in the same vein, but you're a pretty big radio personality for Pennsylvania over the past 30 years. He's a kooky, crazy on-air personality, just like Dr. Demento, and we got our roots here in Pennsylvania. And that's another thing. I also grew up on every Saturday night. My grandfather would be have the Pennsylvania polka on the television set.
The
My
Pennsylvania polka.
my grandparents danced on the television show.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
That's a good
Yeah,
story
so
right
we grew
there.
up every Saturday for the Pennsylvania polka. So, you know, when you take that and you throw silliness in it, like some of my favorite songs in the world are Weird Al's polka manias. Like poker face. Like, oh my god, the big parody ones, like the big numbers, the big polka song. Some of my favorites. But
I
yeah.
used to go around just because I was a fat dude. I just go around and start singing I'm fat. I'm
Oh my
fat.
god, yeah.
I'm
I had that sang to me quite a bit.
fat.
Yep, I sure did. I got more
I
chins
would
than
sing
tiniest
that
phone
just to be
booth.
funny, just to be hilarious. Yeah, Amish Paradise is still my jam. I
Oh
love
my
that.
god,
I
yeah.
love that song. Just one thing I can say about this movie is I agree with you. This was a parody about a parody about a guy who plays
Oh,
parodies. It was
exactly.
kind of funny.
That's it. That's the clip right there. That's the real.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah, that's the
parody of
real.
a parody. Yeah, whatever you just said
It's a
right there. That
parody of
was
a
it.
parody of a guy who plays parodies.
That's right there.
Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.
Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. A parody
But yeah,
about
that's. I
subscribe.
mean,
Do not parody ringing that bell.
yeah.
Fully click that bell so you know every time. Ding ding
What's
ding.
well, that's my line. What's your line? What's your ding
Ring that
line?
bell.
Ring that bell.
That's my line.
Yeah. I
Whose line is it anyway?
I I when I first saw this, I was expecting a documentary, like a behind the scenes type thing of his life, because
Yeah.
I wanted more in depth of not just the on screen persona of Weird Al Yankovic, but I wanted to have his, like his
An
whole life.
actual story, yeah.
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 But then when I started seeing some stuff and I'm like, wait, that what? Like, no, not Madonna. What? like there was
Yeah,
a lot
like
of stuff where I'm like,
didn't you know that Pablo Escobar kidnapped Madonna to get Weird Al Yankovic to play his birthday party?
you know what? And this movie is titled perfectly. Isn't it titled Weird?
Weird. Yep.
That's
Weird Al
exactly what this
Yankovic
is.
story.
It's weird.
It
Like
is
it's really
weird.
weird. It's a weird movie. It's like I said, it's a parody of a
I'll
parody
tell you what
about
else was weird.
people
It
who
was my
make
first
parodies.
when I seen Weird Al Yankovic play the Community Arts Center here, right here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, good old Pennsylvania, Williamsport. Um. Anyway, he had yeah, not Hobo Johnson. Excuse me, Emo Johnson. What isn't that his name? Emo Johnson. Open up for him. Like this guy's been a comedian for years and years and years. And Tiny Tim was in the movie too. He was kind of like a weird, kind of like I don't know, but I really enjoyed his comedy. And if he ever came back to Williamsport, I'd go solely for him. Hope Emo Johnson. He was really funny. But yeah,
I just I was very weirded out because I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like this is to be honest, after I thought about it, I'm like, this is kind of genius, to be honest. It was
yeah.
kind of a genius movie because it was like only Weird Al could do this movie. Only
I'm
Weird Al
right
could
because you
produce this
you look
movie.
at the movie. Yeah,
And from
absolutely.
what I understand, this is also a screenplay.
Is
So
it? I
yeah,
think so.
I'm pretty sure I read somewhere it was just a screenplay. Also, Weird Al starred in it too.
Yeah, he was the executive, the
He was
record
the
producer.
executive. Yeah. And they had a
Yeah,
couple good. They had so many good actors in this too. I don't know if you've seen all the good actors
yeah.
that
There
was
was
in
quite a
this
few
movie.
actors. The guy from Reno 911 was in it. Like I already said, Rainn Wilson was in it. Uh, Quite a few of them.
Jack Black.
Jack Black. Yep, we mentioned him. Wolfman Jack. Ow.
Wolfman Jack. That's funny. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to get all the cast up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Weird Al, of course, was in this.
Yep.
Daniel Radcliffe, Rainn Wilson, Julian Nicholson,
Yep.
Jack Black. Oh, Lin-Manuel Miranda was in this. He played the ER doctor.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep.
Yep. Will Forte, who's just amazing. I love Will Forte.
Will Forte is awesome.
Thomas Lennon,
Oh
another good
yeah,
one
yeah.
I
The
like.
guy from Reno 911.
Yep.
Just new boot goofing.
There's nobody else I can recommend there, but Jack Black, of course.
Yeah, of course.
That's pretty cool. I mean, there was a lot of cool people in this. Rainn Wilson. I don't know how much you know about Rainn Wilson besides The Office. He's a very interesting mind.
Yeah.
He's a very interesting person to talk to and talk about.
Didn't he change his name actually? So recently, like, changed his name due to like the.
His name is still Rainn Wilson. I do know that.
Oh, okay. I thought he changed his
Yeah.
name due to activism.
How did you feel about Daniel Radcliffe?
It was good. Yeah, it's pretty awesome to see
I
him do
kind of feel
something.
like though when I was watching him sing the songs that was voiceover.
Oh, it was for sure.
It was definitely voiceover because you can
Yeah.
they matched up, but I don't think Daniel Radcliffe sounds like that.
No,
So
I
it was
think
definitely
it was
weird. It was definitely
100%.
Weird Al
And it
singing.
was funnier that way because it's like, okay, well, it's not them trying to sing. Because like if you look at these other ones, and they're fine examples of like Rocket Man or the one about excuse me, Freddie Mercury. Like the other guys, they do sing and stuff. This was just funny because it was just completely dubbed over. It was Weird Al on that.
Yeah.
It was hit. They re-recorded all of his hits for this album and stuff. So yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't Daniel. It wasn't Daniel singing them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could never see Daniel
But it
Radcliffe
would have been
actually.
funny if he did at least one. It
Yeah,
would have been funny if he did at least one.
yeah, I just didn't think that that was Daniel Radcliffe singing it. To be honest, it had Weird
No,
Al sound the whole time, like it sounded just like Weird Al.
yeah,
So
and
it
I
was
don't think
definitely
it was
I think
ever
it was
meant to
definitely
sound like.
dubbed,
Yeah,
you know,
I don't
dubbed
think that
over.
was meant to be a hidden thing, hidden feature.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, this is different. This is definitely different. This is up there with a different type of movie. I really thought that this was going to be like it surprised me. I really thought this was just going to be a documentary about Weird Al, which would have been interesting, by the way, if
Yeah,
he still
still
wants to
could
do
have
something
time
like
for
that.
that.
You definitely could do that there, Weird Al. Do something cool like that. But in the mind of Weird Al, there's no way. There's no way. Like as soon as like I got the joke of it, and I said to myself, "Yep, this is definitely the mind of Weird Al because only Weird Al could throw this one out."
Yeah,
If Weird Al did movies, this is the movie that Weird Al would do.
exactly. Like if this is the documentary they make about Weird Al, like yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you were talking about UHF.
yeah,
I can tell our listeners and our viewers that you can actually watch UHF for free on Pluto TV,
yep.
Tubi. It's also on Amazon Prime Video and Freevee right now. So
And
while
another
you're
thing I
listening,
can tell you is super super niche. Like I thought I had to go and buy like a DVD package of this, but if you're watching the Weird Al Weird the documentary that we're talking about right now on Roku TV, you can also go through, which I did, and watch the Weird Al show. And
oh
it's
really?
basically like Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so cool, but
I
yeah,
remember
that
that
all
show.
the Weird Al shows is on Roku, so that was cool to me. So it's like, because I was literally just about like months ago, just ready to go out and buy the DVDs. I'm a
Yeah,
physical collector, so I was about ready to go out and buy them so I could watch them. But nah,
the
it's
Weird
all
Al
on
show is
Roku.
pretty
They're for
good.
free, man. Yeah,
Same thing with Pee Wee's Playhouse. That was pretty good
yeah.
too.
Oh my god, that was me growing up. PBS.
Yeah,
I was a PBS kid
yeah.
for sure.
PBS kid.
PBS.
Or PBS kid. I remember those things. I remember all that stuff. I was trying to
Beetleborgs.
I was at when I was at the cabin with the scouts, I
Arthur.
brought up because the whole Mario Brothers movie is coming out soon, which I'm
Oh
definitely
yeah,
gonna go
we're
see.
gonna get yeah.
I'm gonna go see it. But anyways, the rap, we're the Mario Brothers and
Yeah,
Clemens
the
are
Mario
game.
brother boy, yeah.
The Mario Brothers Super Show, and I had it on, and some kid was like going word to word for it. I'm like, how you don't know that? How do you know that?
Right.
There's no way you know that. And he was like, "Oh yeah, I know that from online and stuff, and the stuff that's been going on." I was like, "No, that used." And I said, "Where's it from?" And he was able to quote it. He's like, "Yeah, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show." I'm like, "Oh, dude, how do you, dude?" And he's like, "Yeah, well, they have like it's streaming on like different like streaming platforms now." I'm like,
I'm
"Oh,
telling you,
really?"
man, not only is it big with not only is that 90s culture, like 90s, late 80s, early 90s, this not only is that culture still big with us, it's big with the young kids too. Like
Yeah,
they know what's up. Like they
yeah.
love that 90s style is coming back, them 90s shows are coming back, the animations from the 90s are coming back.
Well, I was
All
that
that.
kid. I was that kid on the Saturday morning cartoons. Like I loved my Saturday morning cartoons, and of course
Oh yeah.
The Nintendo Hour when they used to had the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. They had the Legend of Zelda. They
Yep.
also had Captain N, which was amazing.
Captain
These are
N, yeah.
Captain N. You remember Captain N?
No, that was a little bit before my time.
Yeah, Captain N was a TV show where he got sucked into Nintendo world, and his weapon of choice
I
they would give
remember.
him would be the Zapper, the Nintendo Zapper.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Kind
it
of reminds
had
me of that one Nickelodeon used to do back in the day, the arcade shows with Phil Lamar. No, was it Phil
oh
Lamar?
no, it was with I think no, you're right. It was I know
No,
what
it
you're
wasn't Phil
talking
Lamar. I
about.
forget his name, but
I know exactly what
yeah,
you're talking about.
the Nick
I'm gonna look that
Arcade.
up. For
Nick
Nick,
Arcade, yeah.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, Nick
Yes.
Arcade, yeah.
Oh my god, that show was
Oh my god,
awesome.
I forget his name, but yeah, I had him on Facebook for years and years and years too.
That show was awesome. That was one of my favorite shows growing up. You know, with Guts
I got Donkey
and,
Lips on Facebook too from
Legend of the
Salute Your
Hidden
Swords.
Temple. Wait, what?
Donkey Lips from Salute Your Swords. You know,
We were singing. Paul and I, my son and I, were singing. I was, and then he tuned in, and I was like, "Camp Bonawanda,
aha,
we
there you
hold
go.
you in our hearts, and when we think about you, it makes me wanna
I'm
fart."
gonna fart. It's I hope we never part. Now get it right or say the get the
Or pay the price.
Pay the price.
Yes.
That dude was everywhere for a while, man. That
Oh my
red-haired guy,
God.
that red-haired menace. And you
I'm
look at me
trying.
like, okay, you know.
I'm trying to
But
bring
you
up
wonder
Nick
why I'm
Arcade.
bad like I am. Like that's the red-haired menace that we looked up to. Or if that wasn't it, it was Pete and Pete.
Oh, Pete and Pete, yeah.
I was always meant to be a red-haired menace.
Do you remember the kid off Pete and Pete?
Oh yeah.
The young one? He actually grew up to be he was the one part of the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Now he's like enshrined. A lot of people don't talk about Pete and Pete, but Mighty Ducks, everybody talks about that.
Yeah.
Phil Moore was the
Phil Moore, yeah.
Yeah. Of Nick, dude.
I said
Nick
Phil Lamar.
Arcade, dude. Nick
Oh, that was a good
Arcade
one.
was past his like that was something that was like ahead of its time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
And now, could you imagine having can you imagine bringing that back right now? Like the games that you could play would be insane. It would have to be VR. If you brought back Nick Arcade, it would be VR. It would totally have to be VR.
Probably be a rough situation considering that
I'm telling you, it would be
G4
VR.
G4 came back and
G4 just doesn't slap as hard as it used as the old one. I've watched some of the G4 stuff. They do basically mostly.
That's what I'm saying.
YouTube stuff. It just does not slap as hard as it used. Like
because I mean, back in the day, that's
I love X-Play. Don't get me wrong.
Back in the day, that's the only place you could watch
jam.
that kind of shit. But nowadays, everybody's got their own YouTube channel, and everybody reviews their own games and streams their own games. Like there's really no place for G4 on television anymore.
Yeah,
right?
and that's what G4 tried to do. Now they're more like YouTube-y with
Yeah.
like podcasts and streams of their shows.
So just do it there. Like
X-Play tries to be cool, but they're just not. It just doesn't slap as hard as that it used to. Yeah. Like I remember X-Play do. Adam Sessler is a genius. Adam Sessler is amazing. You know,
Morgan Webb.
Morgan Webb, I don't even think would ever do it again, to be honest. But Adam Sessler is just a genius. He's just amazing. And when you listen to him talk, when you listen to him, like his soapbox thing he does is just so cool. Like I'm a huge fan of Adam Sessler. Dude, X-Play was my jam. X-Play was just I would tune into X-Play when they would go to those games conventions.
Yeah,
dude, that was my
back
jam.
then. That was that.
E3.
That was the only thing
when you used to go to
E3.
E3.
Back then, that was the only thing I wanted to do was go to E3.
Me and Kilowatt always said they stopped E3, but I always told him I was like, dude, we should totally go to E3 like one time. Like I would also love to go to that CES.
Yeah.
You know, because I have technically at the time I had a photography business, so I probably could have applied for a pass to go.
Yeah.
You know, and just go see some of the new stuff they have coming out and all that good. So like I would have been totally down with all that stuff. I even talked about driving across country just to go, like making a road trip.
Look at Andy Header. He goes to all the New York Comic Cons.
New York Comic Con, baby.
That'd be sweet.
He's a cosplayer, man. He
Oh
does
yeah.
cosplay stuff. But
No. You're kidding
anyways,
me.
let's do let's do our score. We didn't do our scores, so go ahead and give us a
Yeah,
score here.
I'm giving this a high one. I'm giving this a 9. I'm gonna go back and watch it. This is gonna be one that I'll go back and watch, and probably if I find a physical copy of it, which I doubt, and I'll buy it on Blu-ray for sure.
It's a Roku exclusive, a Roku original, maybe.
You
You
never
never
know.
know. You never know. For me, I'm probably gonna give this probably like an 8. I'll go an 8. It's watchable. It's rewatchable. You just have to get it. That's my
Yeah,
thing with this. Like it's weird until you get it. Once you get it, then you're like, okay, I understand. This is Weird Al. You have to be like almost it with Weird Al's mind to be under to
yeah.
understand this movie.
You gotta be weird.
Because at first it does give off that documentary vibes as soon as it comes right out of the gate. You know? But
Yeah,
then it had also like some weird stuff too. Like I keep using weird, but had some weird stuff too, where it was almost like um, what's the one show? Well, it's not Boy Meets World. What's the one show with Fred Savage in it?
oh man, I'm not sure.
I'm blanking on it. I'm blanking on that. It gives off
Wonder
those
Years.
types of it has the Wonder Years vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like it has like the narration and stuff like that. Like the
yeah.
narration at the beginning is almost kind of reminds me of the narrator from Wonder Years, almost, you know? Like
Right,
but once you get past that and realize that you're watching a creation from Weird Al,
right. Or the
then it
fact
hits.
that you know that Weird Al's parents tragically died in an accident, so that whole situation wasn't gonna
And his
happen.
parents were, and both his parents actually, Google kind of ruins this movie because my wife Googled it. She Googled like his parents, and if she found out his parents were very supportive of him. So like,
Yeah.
so
I don't
good.
know how you got this was gonna be a regular documentary, like, this has been
I really
advertised
thought it
from the
was.
beginning as a parody.
I really thought it was going to be because I was like, because that's a thing nowadays to go back and look at people's lives and
Yeah.
see where they come from, But you know, it wasn't bad. Like I liked it. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I feel
Yeah.
like it's like I thump to his music. I really do. I like his stuff. I even like his polka stuff. Like I'm just like you. Like I love his stuff. Like I'm a huge fan of him. I kept bringing up Vanna White because look how
Oh,
nerdy
yeah.
and geeky that dude looks, and he got like what at the time one of the hottest chicks in
Oh,
in
yeah.
the universe. And it's like yeah, that's all I had to say. Like he's Weird Al, and he was cool. Like and Vanna made him really cool. Like he was super cool with
Oh,
being
yeah.
with Vanna White. I don't know if does he have kids? Do you know?
I don't think,
I
I'm
don't know
not
if
sure.
you never hear him talk about children or if he has children. So I don't know. I never looked that up. So I don't think he puts his personal life out there like that either.
No.
He has one particular thing that he is. You know what I'm saying? And he just keeps. You got to give him props for being consistent this whole time in
Yeah.
his career. You know.
I mean, I was excited we got a new album for the movie because, after mandatory work, we thought we'd never get another studio release because he said he was going to go over just release it on social medias and YouTubes and stuff like that. So, because he did what is it, the Hamilton soundtrack? I do believe he done that now since, and then I do believe if they do another Captain Underpants movie, he'll probably do the soundtrack to that.
He did soundtrack to Hamilton.
He did a
Like
parody version of Hamilton, yeah.
Okay. It's funny he did a soundtrack to that, and Lin-Manuel was in this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's his baby. Like
Yeah,
that's his baby. That's what made him famous more than anything. But all right, well let's do some promotions. Which I like to call let's promote ourselves.
yeah.
So yeah, on my end, I just want to tell everybody, just you'll see the ticker down below. Check out Wicked Turtle Network on Instagram.
Down there at the doobly doo.
Our Instagram is straight fire. People like our
Yep.
Instagram. Our
Twitter.
Facebook, our YouTube is warming up now. Keep everyone who's watching this now, and if you're a subscriber, thank you. If you're
And if
just
you're here,
watching
you
this,
should already know all about our YouTube. So continue doing that.
and
Subscribe
if
and
you
hit the
are
bell.
watching us, please subscribe. I check those numbers on the reg, and
Yeah.
a lot of people are not subscribed, but you're watching. That's good. That's a good thing. Keep watching,
And
but also hit the
I know it's a
subscribe.
pain in the ass, but I mean, we're saying this because we are both ourselves avid YouTube watchers. I know. I was just listening to Ethan Klein today talk about how good a deal the YouTube Music YouTube Premium is, because and YouTube doesn't like even promote this concept, but like if you're a music subscriber, like myself, I personally also use YouTube Music instead of like Spotify or whatever. I mean, because not only does it help the platform, helps grow the economy. You know what I mean? How does it say? As Joe Biden says, helps grow the
Yeah,
economy, hurts no one,
yeah. Come
helps
on, man.
everyone. Yeah, come on, man. But anyway, yeah. It not only does it help it out in the YouTube sphere, you don't get any of the advertisements. You don't get any of that. So it's YouTube all the way free. You get YouTube Music with it, with your YouTube Premium. Personally, I use YouTube more than any other streaming. So $15 for that. I mean, so yeah, if you're already on here, click that bell. I say that because we're both avid YouTube watchers, and sometimes YouTube will like unsubscribe you. Sometimes they'll take your notifications from all to none. It's a really weird stuff, and sometimes the algorithms will run right over us.
What's cool
So
is you have to
that
ring that bell because every time you like
right,
watch the show or you go back and watch some of our on demand, I because the Duke used this and I'm stealing this from now on, but he went back and he said something about watch some of our on demand stuff. But every time you go back and watch some of our on demand stuff, you're telling the algorithm that you like our
exactly.
stuff, and then it when you go to your subscriptions, Wicked Turtle will bump to the top, and then you'll also
Yeah,
get those notifications of like, oh well, we know that Joe Schmo or Sloppy Sammy likes to watch Wicked Turtle.
yeah,
Boom, let's send them emails and notifications and all that stuff. So you have to ring the bell, and you have to make sure it's one on all, correct? Or I forget what it
yeah.
is. I think it's all,
All
because if you just click it, you won't get that. You have to go
you'll
to the
just get
top of it.
some. Yeah,
Yeah, you just
you
get
gotta get
some.
all of them.
So, but if you're an average watcher, please subscribe. And you
Yes,
just came here right away and you said, "Oh my gosh, who's these two guys?" Dude, listen, we got some cool stuff out there. We got the Duke out there. He
absolutely.
he he does his movie hauls, and he has his food reviews that he does, and they're awesome. He also has the
Yeah,
dive, which if you're a wrestling fanatic, this is the man that's sitting right next to me you want to talk to, because this is the man who knows all about wrestling more than I've ever seen any human being on this planet.
yeah.
Knows wrestling.
I'm like the Weird Al of
Yeah,
professional wrestling,
yeah.
basically.
You ever hear a Roe nose? It's the Duke nose. The Duke
There
knows
you go.
wrestling. He
That's
watches
right.
every single promotion. It doesn't matter. He'd be like, "Yo, I just watched Ring of Honor the other day," or "Hey, man, that was MZW. I watched them." And I'm like,
Yep.
"Wow!" Like
MLW.
I
Yep.
I do not have time for any of that. Like, yeah, I can watch some WWE on demand, and that's about it.
Right.
I probably have a backlog on my YouTube TV right now of AEW that I need to just get in there and watch, but I just don't have time. Like I have Mondays and Fridays, which is like good times for me to watch, and that's
Yeah.
when SmackDown and Raw is on. And
And
I'll
if that's
watch
all you're seeing, that's
WrestleMania.
good too. You know.
I'll watch
Yeah, yeah.
WrestleMania.
We might get together on that.
I
But
I'll,
yeah,
I'll
and
go
then
tune in to
yeah.
some other AEW stuff
And we
too.
got the Penguin here too, so go on here and make sure you're checking out his stuff. We got international snacks. We got an international Kit Kat video. Them guys
Those
just did.
international snacks are
Them
fire,
Penguin
bro.
boys. We got
People like
Penguin
those international
Eats.
snacks.
Y'all just
Trust me.
reviewed the plant-based Reese cups. So
Gotta
along
watch
with
that. Those are great.
a movie, a Monday Madness Penguin Eats collaboration we just did. And down the line here, we're gonna, if we can still find it on the menu, we're still planning on doing a double down sandwich. So well, there's a lot coming up. There's a
That's
lot
coming up
already
this
on
week.
there.
We got to do it because they're gonna shut that down. They only got
Yeah,
it out for a month, so we have to do
they're
it
not even
soon.
saying, "You better get on down here and get that damn sandwich now."
And people are
So
liking that
I'm gonna try
sandwich
to get.
too, by the way. People are
Yeah,
liking that sandwich. People really like that sandwich.
I'm gonna
Hopefully
go
it
right
sticks
for the
around.
spicy one myself because I'm not gonna
I
futz
probably am
around
too.
and.
In fact, my family we were just talking about it tonight. We were talking about maybe doing as a family review.
Yeah,
We haven't done a
go for
Penguin
it.
family one since we did
There you go.
in Virginia, 7-Eleven. We reviewed 7-Eleven foods,
There
which
you
was cool.
go. A mega family wicked turtle. We got
And
the whole
and Little
wicked
Penguin
turtle
was just a
family.
small guy then too. Like he was little. He was a tiny
Oh
guy back
shit.
then. Last time we did that. Yeah. Yeah, but we got some really cool stuff, and people tend to like our stuff. Like I said, got to give a shout out to my 412 boys. They all came on to me and was like, man, your stuff is great. I like your stuff. They
There you
were
go,
asking a bunch
guys.
of questions. They were talking about the Duke. There was like, man, the Duke stuff is really cool. They even like your style and how you roll. And I'm like, wow, this is great. Like it's good to
Yeah.
have a little bit of appreciation, and how you do that is. And again, I hate to what do they call it? Beat a dead dog or whatever like that, or what?
Yeah,
I
be a
hate to
dead
beat around the
horse.
bush or whatever, but you got to subscribe. You have to click the bell.
Yeah.
Um,
The
we don't
interaction
do it.
really
We
does
just
go
don't.
far.
Last year,
It really does amount to a lot. I mean, it helps out a lot. It really does. That
yeah,
interaction goes a long way
it does. It helps out emotionally. It helps
into
out
helping
because
us do what we want to do here on this platform.
we're finally doing something that's not Facebook. Like Facebook, we could have
Yeah.
stayed on Facebook and still been mad successful on Facebook. But
Yeah.
I want to branch out and actually give YouTube a chance. And me and the Duke have put out a challenge for ourselves. We would like, and it's a very reasonable goal to get to. We want to have 500
Yeah.
subscribers by the end of the year. We talked about even if we do that, maybe our first show back the new year or whatever, we'll do something cool like a live or just a whole show about ASMR or something weird. I
Yeah.
forget what we talked about, but we talked about like we'll do
Whole
something
bunch of
very
stuff.
cool. Like we're trying to challenge our followers out there and our
Mukbang.
subscribers. Please, word of mouth is the best medicine.
Yeah.
So tell people all the time, like, hey, listen, man, I just saw the Wicked Turtle Network, man. They're awesome, man. Those reviews are kicking. We love. I'm not showing my age by saying kicking, by the way, but
Yeah.
but the Duke, man,
I'm a,
he's got that cool movie haul. He went to the Dollar General and pulled these awesome movies out, and like,
yeah, man.
you did books too. I remember you used to do books and music. So hopefully we'll get some more of
Whatever
that too.
whatever I find at the Dollar Tree. Yeah.
That's what Monday Madness is about. It's about the inner madness of what's going on inside the mind
Yeah.
of the Duke. If he's reading, if he's listening to music, if he's watching
I can tell
whatever
you a
he's
big one I'm
watching,
gonna
whatever he's drinking,
a
whatever he's
big one I'm
eating.
gonna do is yeah. A big one I'm gonna be working on is my first ever video game. My first ever video game review.
We have that too. We
So
have Wicked Turtle
yeah.
Gaming. We have the Duke Plays. We have the Survive. I mean, there's a variety of things on the Wicked Turtle Network that you can always
I'm
come
gonna
to.
be reviewing the Guardians of the Galaxy game, so look
We're
forward to
about to.
that.
You know what? I can pull that up. We can do. I don't know if I should show it. Let me show it. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Oh man, what I do? Let me see it here. Hold on. I can pull that up right now. Hold on. But we actually have a logo and we'll show this is why you should subscribe to us, because you get to see the video version and get to see cool stuff. Not to say we're not disrespecting our listeners. We love our listeners too. But
Yeah.
you guys get cool stuff with this show that you get to see that a lot of people don't get to see, because we talk about what's going on in their life.
Right.
Hold on, if I can pull this logo up. Here it is. It's just the logo. Give me 1 second. I'll pull this up. We'll load this sucker up and I'll show this to everybody. But no, we have some things in the pipeline. It's going to be pretty cool. And we got some YouTube-y things, and it'll be fun. I'm telling you, we're getting a lot of people that are very interested in what we do. People like our edits. We've been getting better with our thumbnails, which is awesome.
Yep.
We're just doing a lot of good stuff, and that I just feel like I want everybody to be on this ride with us. Like everybody needs to come on this ride with us. Just subscribe.
That's for sure.
That's all you have to do is subscribe. Hold on here.
The
Let's see if
click of
this
a button. Just click of the screen.
There we go.
All it
This is
takes.
this is going to be the official logo of our new tier list / reactions video There it is. This and that.
There you go. This and that.
This is co-designed by me and the Duke. We all put our little efforts into it. We're going with like a Rocco's Modern Life type thing. It's pretty cool. It's going to be a good show. It's definitely so. This is why you need to subscribe. This is why you need to hit the bell. Because these are shows that this is a show I think is going to be a really cool show for us. We're gonna do some really cool stuff with that. Not just we're gonna be watching just wrestling. We'll be watching like Karens, like all those type of all them type of videos that you watch on YouTube. That we'll be
Jimmy
watching.
Lee, the Jersey Outlaw. Yeah.
It's
an old-timey joke.
We also have the tier list of things that we'll be doing, and we're gonna be doing it's more like a variety type show. So we'll figure out something there that's gonna be just really cool. And I just feel like, that's why you guys need to subscribe and figure out when we're going to launch that. Or you can go to our Facebook page. We'll have it up there. The Duke will probably put it up on Twitter. He's been like he's been on Twitter better than Elon Musk has been on Twitter. So he's a master of Twitter, of a tweetverse, if you want to call it that, because everything's a universe nowadays. But no, definitely, like I said, subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit that bell.
Yes, sir.
Ring that bell. Ring that bell. I should make that thing instead of ding, ding, ding. I should just go ring that bell.
Yeah.
Actually, I actually have a soundbite that says that. Ring the bell. I do have a soundbite though I can put in there for that. But like I said, we're doing good, and we appreciate you. I appreciate everybody that either watches the video, even if you don't subscribe, which you should. I appreciate everybody that watches the videos, because 4 or 5 months ago I didn't really care about YouTube, so I just put the videos up. Didn't really put a lot of effort into it. Now I'm actually putting effort in everything that we put up. So
and it's
definitely,
we're getting paid back in it. So
definitely, Sean. I mean, we've gained so many subscribers over the past 3 weeks that it's almost doubled. Almost. Well, I wouldn't say double, but we're right now we're on the quest for 100 right now. We're doing really good.
Yeah.
So I'd like to try to get to 100. If we can get to what's the date today? The date is the 22nd as we're filming this. If we can get to, let's try to make a challenge for everybody here. This is how I know if everyone's listening.
Here we go.
Let's try to end of next month. I would like to get to 100. So let's try to get to 100 by next month.
Yeah, it's less than 25 people.
I'll throw that on. We'll throw that on the Twitterverse. We'll also throw that on the on.
And what are we gonna do for these fine people if we reach 100?
I don't know. What should we do for 100? What do you think we should do for 100? How about a live review? You want to do a live review?
Yeah. Anything you want to do? I'm down.
We could do like a live review or something. I could always just text a Duke and be like, "Yo, Duke, go get this sandwich or something. We'll do a live review for everybody, straight off."
I mean, this is all grassroots. This is all a grassroots program made possible by you guys and your support. We don't got any big financial backings or any high and mighty social media people willing to, go out and share our stuff like that. This is all the grassroots movement made popular by the Wicked Turtle Nation, man.
Just 2 guys making content. That's all we are.
2 wicked dudes making some wicked shit. So
yeah, and you know what you gotta do? Stay wicked.
Stay wicked. Stay wicked. And ring that bell. So.
All right. Well,
and if it's a weekend, maybe suck some suds. Only on the weekends.
Only on the weekends. You only suck suds on weekends.
Responsibly too.
Yeah, we only suck suds on the weekend. That's all, we only suck suds on the weekend.
Yeah.
We're busy people. We got shit to do.
Yeah. Can't suck too many suds. Can't suck too many suds.
All right. Let's end her here. It's your boy the Penguin.
It's the Duke.
And that's what's up. Blah blam.
He's got it.
Thank you for tuning in to another Wicked Turtle Network exclusive. Follow us on all things Wicked by clicking the link tree in the description of this video. I'd like to take the time now to thank RAZE Energy Drinks as being the official sponsor of the Wicked Turtle Network. RAZE Energy Drinks gives you FRESH, which stands for Focus, Recovery, Energy, Stamina, and Hydration, with giving you no crash. RAZE Energy Drinks has 0 sugar, electrolytes, and BCAA aminos. #RaiseUp. And go to your local GNC vitamin shop and get yourself a RAZE, or go to repsports.com, and where you can order all your RAZE in bulk by putting in promo code WickedTurtle for 15% off your order, and that will be in the description of this video.